Hey everybody, today is October 25th, 2020. This is Par for the Discourse. I'm Nicole coming to you from Madrid, Spain, and this is Erica live from Brooklyn. We always like to start off by saying, we started this podcast in March, right before or right at the lockdown. So we've been going strong for a lot of months now. And I know it's pretty dismal to say this, but I always say, hey, if one of us croaked tomorrow, we've got a nice catalog of conversations and banter we could just listen to after the other is departed and deceased.
That's a really lovely thought, Nicole.
You know me, I'm a ray of sunshine. So, how have things been going? I've been reading, I don't know, I just got a text from a friend who used to live in New York, but since the lockdown went down to Virginia, she bought a house there. And she's saying, like, I think New York is the only place that's successful doing what they're supposed to do, but now there are little hot spots, Queens and whatnot.
Cases are going up. Early voting started yesterday. I haven't participated yet, but it did start. So I was thinking about taking a walk tomorrow to see how the line is. Lots of time to do it, but you had told me, early voting. So I'm going to see if I don't think all of the spots are open for early voting, but I'm going to check it out tomorrow.
That's a good idea.
Cases seem to be going up, but we'll see.
We do have a little bit of news in terms of coronavirus news. I mean, it's bullshit in the end, but Friday they announced we're on this like lockdown thing again, but it's not a real lockdown. It's curfew between 12 and 6. No one's allowed out. Midnight and 6 a.m. I mean. And no groups of 6. You can't be with 6 people out or in unless it's your family who you live with. That's it. That's their way of controlling it. So I said, well, my life's going on the same way as always.
Is there a mask mandate?
There always has been here. But obviously people are not doing the right thing. Otherwise we wouldn't be in this situation. We're pretty bad here. We're leading Europe.
I'm gonna try to there's just so much misinformation. Are your deaths down? They were saying it was more lethal in the beginning and it's not as lethal now. Like cases are up, but people aren't dying like they were in the beginning.
Yeah.
Is that the case there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or at least doctors are figuring out how to treat it better.
Yeah, I think that might be more the reason. But I'm also reading. This is going off topic, but other things there more deaths for other reasons because people are neglecting themselves, not getting mammograms, not doing what they're supposed to because they don't want to
go to appointments or go preventative things.
Yeah. Here I am, but let's try to look at the positives. We don't often do that. Do you have any positives you want to mention? We started this segment last week where we said, let's stop BSing. Let's stop complaining. That might be hard for us, but
start with a softball one. I don't know if I've said this before, but one positive of having your face covered when you're out on the street is if you see somebody you don't want to say hi to, I mean, you could just chalk it up to like, I didn't recognize you, I didn't see you, my face is covered. So that's kind of cool. You're really incognito on the street, and I don't know, maybe some people don't like that, but I kind of am at least trying to enjoy that part of it. They're like, well, I'm gonna wear this mask. I'm incognito. Nobody knows who I am. I'm kind of appreciating that. I don't know.
It gives you the chance to blend. It's funny how
all the more.
It's funny how the things we consider positive have to do with our distancing from humans in general.
Well, I'm not going to get upset about something that is for health reasons, helping out others, respecting others, I'm gonna do it. Fine. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're infringing on my rights. I wear a seatbelt. I appreciate that they stopped smoking cigarettes in restaurants. I love all of those regulations. I was down with cutting out those big gulps. I mean, I think it's ridiculous. But that's me. And let me mute my notifications there. Oh wait, did I just mute myself? Can I?
No, I hear you. Yeah.
Wait, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, am I? Okay. Sorry. Um, my notifications just beeped. So
Yeah, I
let's
like the
find the funny or the fun part of behaving ourselves.
I agree. I mean, I thought of something the other day that just I hadn't thought about. Well, actually, Eduardo's the one that told this to me, brought it to my attention. He's like, you know, something we're not going to have to do this year that we hate doing. And I know this is going to sound bad as a parent, but they have like a Christmas concert every year, and it is brutal. And when I mean brutal, I'm not talking about the kids' performance, because that's, I mean, they're kids. The way this thing is orchestrated, they don't have the resources. We have to sit on little chairs that don't even support our asses. There's my favorite part of the thing is waiting for a fight. Every year a fight breaks out between parents. Yeah, one big head gets in the way. They can't take a picture of the kid, and it's
That sounds fun.
that's the highlight of it. But the actual sitting, they made a rule that you have to sit through the whole thing. You can't leave after your kid does their thing. So you have to sit through the whole thing, and it is brutal. So I started thinking, I was like, yeah, I know that sounds terrible.
If you know that your kid is last, can you show up late?
They don't tell you the order. That's another thing. The whole thing's rigged, I'm telling you. It's all lies. So so Eduardo will admit this too, like, and I'm not trying to boast the Americanness of this, but Spain in general does not know how to orchestrate these like recitals and concerts. They're very badly organized, and they're just artistically too shit. Meaning, the kids will get on stage, there's no order, they just come running through, they stand up, there's no like, I mean, when I went to school, I mean, I have to say, we had like nice performances. The auditorium was decorated, there was lighting. Okay, this thing is like in a cafeteria. The woman puts on YouTube, and the kids are singing on top of the YouTube, and they're barely singing, and you can hear the voices of the song on the video, and it's like, so I started thinking, he'll agree too. He's like, well, I know in America they do that. You guys do that really well. We don't do that well. And I was like, yeah. And that brings me to a concert that I went to here, a recital that I went to here, the first Christmas that we were here, 2008. Eduardo was working for this music school. So it was like kids and adults, everybody. So I went to the holiday concert, walk in. I hadn't thought about this in years, and it just came to my head. I walked into there, no decorations, no dim lighting. Okay, so you walk in, you get the program, I'm sitting down. All of a sudden, like these, the ensemble comes out. It's like performance by performance. Two people come out. It's like a 40-year-old guy and like an 8-year-old kid. I'm thinking, oh, that's cute. It's going to be like a father-son duet or something. No, it's just a random 40-year-old paired along with an 8-year-old. And I thought, that's really weird. Like, don't you think you should be paired more with, I don't care even what the level is, it's sort of odd. Kid playing clarinet. The 40-year-old guy came out with a snare drum. And they start playing. Yeah, you might want to drink before I tell you.
Am I going to spit it up?
Yeah. Strangers in the Night from Frank Sinatra. I'm glad you had that reaction. Like,
For Christmas?
yeah, they start playing, and I'm thinking, first of all, this is so wrong on so many levels here. Number one, I don't think these two should even be playing together. Like, is there any pride involved here? Number two, I'm expecting Christmas music here. Okay? And number three, even if you're not gonna choose a Christmas song, why would you choose a song about like, exchanging glances, lovers at first sight? These two,
More of like Frank Sinatra's like a
like a crooner. Like, let's croon. The only thing missing was a bottle of whiskey next to these two. And a couple of broads. You gotta have broads when you have.
So in 2008, that was your experience of Christmas in Spain.
So
And
I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, like, this is wrong on so many levels. Like when you think of Christmas, okay, you think of snow, Christmas trees. You don't think of pedophilia. So wait, now this is the part where I think you could relate. I'm watching this and going like, this is odd, okay? And I do one of those things where I kind of like look around and I'm hoping for like a glance, eyes locking with someone else who feels the way I do.
that I like.
Yeah, I need validation. Even though I know I'm right, I need validation. So I do one of those, and this is what I see, like loving this, like, isn't how beautiful? Like, this sucks balls. And not the kind of balls you hang from a Christmas tree, but the kind of balls that hang from a wrinkly old man. That's the kind of balls I'm talking.
That's doing a duet with a kid that he doesn't know.
It's so weird.
Was it because like maybe is it because like in the United States like we celebrate Christmas for like 2 fucking months and like it wasn't Christmas Day, so they were like, yeah, it's Christmas season, but this is just like or was it really like supposed to be Christmas music?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Point is, I got no validation. Nobody cared. Nobody thought what I did. And this is the sentiment that really sums up a lot of my existence. It's like, am I the only one that thinks this way? Yeah, I think I am.
You're a foreigner.
I know, but you see, this is why I miss Maria, because Maria would have been right there laughing. Although she's an American too, she would have been right there laughing. But I could imagine Americans not laughing at that.
No, she would have laughed at that.
She would have.
Was hilarious. We're talking about Maria, our Boston friend, who was a teacher with you in Madrid when you first moved there, and she saved your life. And I hit it off with her in 2010 when I was there, and we took a weekend trip to Barcelona. Oh my God, how fun was that? Ragdoll.
She's a good friend. I miss her. And she definitely would have criticized this whole thing and laughed.
Oh, yeah. And I remember when she moved back to the United States, you were like,
oh, I cried.
You're leaving me here?
You're leaving me with these crooners?
Yeah, she would have loved that.
So anyway, I'm just saying, like, I always have those moments where I'm like, am I the only one that's not finding this weird? And yeah, I think I am. I mean, so I brought this up the other night with Eduardo, and he laughed, and then he got a little defensive, like, well, they're the same level, and I'm like,
what do you?
The old guy, well, the old guy, he's the 40-year-old guy, and the kid.
Ability level was the okay, but why did he have an answer for why Frank Sinatra? Like, why were they singing "Strangers in the Night"?
It's like it just so happens that it coordinates with Christmas time. They're just showcasing what they can play, and I'm like, oh, are we too cool for Jingle Bells now? We have to, croon it up with the Broads and the Lady is a Tramp, like, I mean, my niece too, or Eduardo's niece, when she was a little kid, I mean, she's 11 now. When she was around 4 or 5 years old, I remember her telling me like, "Oh, I'm gonna my Christmas show, or the concert at Christmas time. My class is gonna sing Mamma Mia," and I was like, "Mamma Mia? Like, what happened to Frosty? Like, now we're doing Mamma Mia?" And
I mean, I don't really like Christmas music anyway. I guess if I heard something else, maybe I'd be like, oh, all right. I don't know.
Ooh, but I have to say, ABBA, I'll tell you this. If somebody came up to me and said, this is the choice. You can either go musicless the rest of your life, or you have to only listen to ABBA, I'm going with no music for the rest of my life. I know it's a strong statement, but I hate ABBA. Trash.
I don't have, that's a harsh, I don't want to think about that.
What, ABBA or no music? Either
Yeah,
one.
that's a harsh choice either way. Let's see.
Oh, God.
It was supposed to rain here all day, but as you can see, the sun is coming out. I don't understand what's going on. Want to see some plants?
Yes. Let me see.
I'm going to show you 2 plants today.
For anyone who's just tuning in, this is really another segment. It's like Welcome to the Jungle with Erica, and every week she updates us on her the growth and
Can't deal with reality or the outside world. I'm
your
appreciating
cult. Yeah.
houseplants, and I think organically I thought that it was just like kind of happened because some people in the neighborhood were moving, and I had given me a plant, and then I just kind of got into it. But it's like a trend that's going on right now. I think it's because everybody's been at home, so
Yeah.
like plants, the plant industry is booming.
Well,
And
you're cultivating life on the inside. I mean,
yeah. So I was doing this Craigslist search on Thursday because people, like I said, people are moving. So they'll like, hey, I'm giving away. I mean, they're like selling plants or like giving them away because they're, don't have room for them anymore or something. So I was just seeing what was there because there's like a whole plant section on Craigslist. So I see this
that's
thing,
weird. That's an odd category on Craigslist. I don't think I ever saw that one. Like plants.
plants and gardening.
Oh,
Sure.
I guess, yeah. Yeah.
Right next to the, automobiles and so I see an ad that somebody was opening a plant store, like they were having their kind of grand opening, and it was in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Like also put up like a Craigslist ad that this opening was happening. So I was like, we have to go check out this cute little new plant store. So we went on Thursday afternoon. It was like kind of Gowanus area.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this cute little storefront, and this lady I think had started like selling plants like online. Like she had kind of started a small business and now is like got a storefront and selling all kinds of cute pots and stuff. Anyway, so the plant,
Get on.
I didn't buy anything, but I'm gonna go back again. She's getting more stuff in. So this that's my story. I met a new plant person.
Mm-hmm.
Zapelia,
Yeah.
Romia.
Hold it up a bit. I want to see the pot that it's in.
Oh yeah, you like the pot. Pot's totally cute
I
too.
like things that are geometric a lot. A lot of things I have are geometric. It just
Yeah,
how's
and I thought the shape was kind of cool for this plant too, because this is
yeah.
like they call it like a UFO plant because like the little discs on
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
What else? They call it like the friendship plant too. It's gonna really like be very easy to propagate. Like it'll just start growing babies and it'll be crazy. But for now, I have another one too that's doing good. They weren't doing good in the beginning, but I put them like right in the window because they're actually kind of a succulent. Like their
Mm.
leaves are really kind of, they can take the sun, at least from this window. And they're from China. That's all I know.
It
Okay.
has and when it's displayed in that, it has a very Jonathan Adler look. That.
I know. Oh, the pot does, right? Well,
Yeah.
that's totally why I bought this pot because it totally looks like a Jonathan Adler pot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like such a funky.
Yeah, I like how it hangs off like that.
Yeah, and they get bigger
Cool.
and like cool little trees with like little discs. They're so cool. All right, that's that one. And then this pot is cool too. I intentionally brought 2 white ones. Okay, this is called a donkey tail or burro's tail.
Mm-hmm.
Another succulent.
Yeah.
So Oh, wait, here. Yeah,
Love that pot.
pretty bowl that I put it in, but it's in the plastic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And these guys, ah,
I had something like that, and they all fell off. I just don't think I put it in the right.
touch it. Like
Yeah.
it does, like I put it right in the window, so it is starting to grow. But if you see like these things will just start hanging out of the pot. So I want, it was like a hanging pot, and I think those things are so ugly. Those like plastic things that they put the hang pots in with like the little hook.
Yeah, with the hand
I
hangers.
I took the hanger off, and then I just set it in this, and it's like, all right, and then it sits in the window, and it's growing. So, but you can't touch it.
Mhm.
All right, those are my two. It's funky looking, right?
It's nice. I like it a lot.
So
The
weird.
presentation and the plant. Very good. Very nice.
So that sits in the window. And what I realized, like yesterday, I was standing outside, and I can really see like the window. I displayed myself. Like, here, I'll turn. Like that's all for me.
Oh, okay, now I see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then there's a little bit more in the other window. But like those two shelves, we're gonna add another shelf. But from outside, it looks really pretty too, which I wasn't doing it for the neighborhood. But when I stand outside, I'm like, oh, it looks really nice.
Yeah,
But it was more for my viewing pleasure than anyone else.
nice. Well, speaking of the neighborhood, I mean, I'm assuming you're not having like, is Halloween off? Like trick or treaters are not going to be coming to your door, are they?
In the past, if the weather is nice, Ronnie and I will sit on the stoop with like a thing of candy, because people don't come to your door.
Yeah, that's true.
We live on like what kids do in neighborhoods, will like go to stores.
Store. I was
Like,
going to say the stores. Such a sad Halloween, in my opinion.
when I worked at the yoga studio, I would have to stand outside, and it like took no time because the kids are coming up
Yeah,
avenues. They don't really go to the stores or houses.
yeah.
But Ronnie and I sit outside because we're on like the parkway. We'll hand out candy by people will pass by if they.
Mhm.
So we'll do that if the weather's nice.
But no, I don't think people are going to be.
Oh, do you think that it's being called off? No, I think kids are gonna have
Or you don't think they're gonna have like a curfew or anything like that? They might. No?
No, I think the only
In suburbs they will.
people from going outside, the things that'll shut down will be businesses. I think it's more that, as long as the weather's nice, they're not going to stop kids from trick or treat. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know. They did that in my mother's neighborhood last year.
Why?
Was that year or the year before? I think it was because of a weather thing, though. I think it was a weather reason. They just
Oh,
said,
yeah.
not that they enforced it and went out and started arresting people. They just said like, don't go out or something like that.
I don't know. Maybe there is. I know they canceled the parade, which is our favorite part, our best memories of Halloween.
We have a lot of memories of those things, good and bad.
Halloween was always fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that was a good 20 minutes. We did good.
All right. Well, next week will be November 1st. We're heading into a new month next week. So.
Yeah, we'll be a wrap up for Halloween. I'll let you know if the kids are out or not.
All right.
They put their I mean, kids like kind of run around in their costumes all month long, I feel like. I haven't seen, I'll be honest, I would usually see a lot of costumes. I haven't seen any, so maybe it is kind of canceled.
We'll see. To be determined.
All right. Wear a mask.
Okay. Have a good week. Bye.